Hey y'all, so I got my new statue in. If I have already posted it, the one I did the Pocahontas review, this is what I was talking about when I said I bought something that was a little bit expensive. I don't know if you can see the price tag there, but it was $97. Usually they're right at 100 or even 125. I've seen it within that range for these ones. But I get it a little bit cheaper from ordering from my comic shop. But anyway, so here is the Joker's daughter. Now, you guys know I'm not a huge fan of the Joker, but for this thing, I made an exception. And for the record, it's not really his daughter. So many people ask that when they see this character, like, the Joker had a kid? No. Well, technically there was a comic where he did have a kid, he just didn't know about it. But anyway, I'm not going to go into that right now, but this isn't his kid. It's actually, I believe in the regular comics, it's Two-Face's kid that just admires the Joker, and in this storyline it's kind of different. But anyway, so the way oh, that's broken. I don't know if they did that when they were looking at it, but they told me something really interesting. So when you open this up, I didn't bother to show you guys this with the Wonder Woman one, but usually when you open these up, you see a little sticker right there. And you can see it says number 15 out of 5,000. That's the lowest number I've ever gotten on these things. So that's kind of cool. So what I'm going to attempt to do is review it like I am now, sitting, you know, in front of the camera, instead of going over there and putting the statue in front of the camera. Because I still haven't gotten a new tripod since this one got its leg broken off. So if none of you knew, if I can remember, I'm going to take a picture of this tripod and put it in the video so you guys can see how weird it is. But it's a camera tripod that has a iPhone tripod taped to it. So I just didn't really feel like untaping it and then having to tape it back later, and yeah. So anyway, we're gonna try and do it like this, and hopefully I don't drop it. Because if I drop it, I'd be sad. Now, this is the first time I've seen it, by the way. They opened it up to look at it and to see if it was broken. I have not seen it yet. It comes sandwiched in styrofoam, obviously. So let's get the base out first. I didn't even bother to check the numbering on the Wonder Woman Bombshell one. Oh well. So here's the base. These are all the standard bases for all of them. I couldn't think of that word. Like, they all had if you go watch my other review, I was like, what is that word? I was thinking of the word uniform or standard, one or the other, and I couldn't think of either one of those. But you can see here it also has 15 out of 5,000 right there, and handwritten thing. And I ordered it kind of late. Just kind of, sorta. I mean, technically it's not really supposed to be out till next month. But comic shops can order them really early. So I don't really, you know, the guy in my comic shop's like, I didn't really understand that. We ordered it kind of late compared to a lot of other people, but I'm not gonna question it. If I get a low number, it's awesome. So here is the nameplate. They all have the same nameplate style. It's the illustration and then their name. So there's that. I dropped the nameplate. I've dropped the nameplates before though, because they're just magnetized. Okay. So let's get her out. Now, she does have a couple of accessories, so this might be a little bit tricky. But I'm going to try to give you guys the best view possible, again, without dropping anything. So, ooh, she's pretty. Now, I didn't realize this until my mom looked at the box when I brought it home. And she's like, that looks like Lucille Ball. And then I looked at it and I'm like, yeah, it kind of does. It kind of does. So there is the Joker's daughter. She looks awesome. She's honestly one of the, well, she's meant to be like the Joker's daughter, so obviously she's not all there. So she is a little bit twisted, homicidal, you know, sociopath. So she's not one of the more likable characters. But I love her design, I really do. So she has like these two like shrunken heads on her belt. It's got these weird feathers coming out of it. She has purple stockings with a gigantic hole in it. High heel shoes. I'm so girly, I do this stuff. And look at the green stitching. Oh my gosh, I really love this. So let's put her in the base. So they all have like little pegs. And for the most part, they're really easy to put in. Some of the statues have not been that easy. For Lois Lane, I actually had to like force her legs a little bit more apart to put them in the holes because it wasn't measured properly, I guess. And then Killer Frost was just a pain because of the skis. So some of these are easier to put in than others. Just so you guys know if you ever decide to get some of these. So she comes with a little mask, which, oh man, this is creepy. This mask has just as much sculpting in it as the statue, but it has like a different finish. This is like glossy finish to it, so it's meant to look more like plasticky. Oh, this is really cool. Oh, you gotta love it when they put that much detail into the accessories. I had to remember which hand this one went in. There we go. I'll let you guys see it when it's all together in a minute. And here is her little thing. I don't even know what this thing is supposed to be. I don't know what it's called. It's like a what's that thing the Grim Reaper carries? Sith, something like that. I don't know. Something a little bit like that. It's like her weapon. So this one, it's detailed, but not as detailed as the other one. This is definitely feels like it was the cheapest for them to make. It feels like it's made out of the same material as Mira's Trident. So you can probably chunk this across the room and it wouldn't hurt it. I wouldn't recommend that, but you could. It looks like the handle's supposed to be made out of bamboo, and there you can see like the rope detailing to hold the weapon on there. I keep looking at the figure so I can figure out where this goes. Okay. I still not really sure how it goes. Give me a minute. You know, as I struggle to put this thing in here, y'all remember when I did the review for the, there we go. Remember when I did the review for the Wonder Woman one, and I showed you their instructions that they put in that one, and it was just connect this peg into that peg and put the blade into the hilt of the sword that she was holding. We didn't need instructions for that. For this stuff you do. And they don't put the instructions into the little ones. So I think what I'm going to do, because the little weapon, if you just heard it, doesn't really lock in. She just sort of lay it in her hand and hope it stays there. So what I think I'm going to do, I'm going to take the camera off the tripod and just show you guys like this. So give me a second. Okay, so there it is all put together. That mask is way bigger than her face. But you can see here, the weapon doesn't really lock into her hand. You just sort of lay it there. So, yeah, there's no peg for it to, it's not like a hole for it to hook into. It's just there. And you can't really see it very well from the front anyway. But there is, ignore the cord connecting the light. But yeah, and the random hooks that I haven't put back up yet. But anyway, so there is the Joker's daughter statue. So, I know it was a little bit jumbled of a review this time. Like I said, I need a new tripod. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed it. I don't know, I don't think there's any more coming out this year that I want. I can't remember when the Batman and Catwoman is supposed to come out. I don't think I'm gonna get that one. Because the one with 2 characters in one is a little bit more expensive, and really the Batman doesn't make sense. If you've read the comics, it doesn't make sense, but I know there's supposed to be like a big Barda one coming next year, so I'm really looking forward to that. But yeah, I think we're done with the, you know, hardcore official DC Collectibles Bombshell statues for a while, thankfully. Thankfully for my wallet, we're done for a little while, and I can go back to buying some pops. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this review. Do you guys think she looks like Lucy? Because my mom and I think she looks like Lucy. I'm curious, who agrees with us? Because ever since my mom said that, I can't stop looking at her and thinking about Lucille Ball. Anyway, so I gotta go try and find a place to set this thing. So thank you guys so much for watching. Remember, it's community, non-competition, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.